Hey, good morning. It's Tracy Metzger here. I admit it's actually not morning for me. It's Sunday afternoon. I've started doing these on Sundays sometimes because, as I mentioned the first time I did it, I am not exactly a morning person. And sometimes it would end up being Monday afternoon. So I just wanted to tell you, I missed last week actually doing a video because I was in New York City, but I had a really cool experience while I was there that I wanted to share. A couple of weeks ago, I talked to you about the idea of using what's in your hand. We talked about that story of Moses, of God asking Moses, what's in your hand? And him using a very ordinary utensil. He used his staff to do miraculous things. I think, if you don't remember, you can try to go back and find that video. But while I was in New York, my husband and I and my daughter visited the 911 memorial site, which was really a moving experience. It was my daughter's idea. She wanted to see it, and so we went into the museum, which is built underground where the World Trade Center used to stand, and it's just really emotional to be there and realize all the lives that were lost. And while we were touring, there was this story that I just was like, this is such a cool story. During the crisis, when the plane hit the tower, there were some people stuck in an elevator. And the guide was telling us that there were 6 people in an elevator, and one of them was one of the window washers of the World Trade Center. And so because the electricity went out when the plane hit, the elevator was stuck, and so people started to realize they had a crisis on their hands. So the window washer had his squeegee with him, and he used the rubber part of the squeegee to stick it between the doors of the elevator and pry it open. And with the help of the other people, they were able to pry it open. And when they did, they opened it up and they realized that they were about 50 floors up and they were facing a brick wall. And so they were just straight in front of a brick wall. And so they took the squeegee rubber part off, and that window washer started nicking away and scraping away at the brick wall and trying to clear out so that they could make enough space that they would be able to climb down. And so he started chipping away. The other guys that were on the elevator started peeling away the stone as much as they could, and eventually they were able to break through to a point where they were able to climb 50 floors down, and all 6 of them survived. And of course, we all know the story that just a short time after that, the towers fell, and they would have been in that rubble had that window washer not used his everyday utensil that was in his hand. And I was so struck by that story. I mean, it's so miraculous and just amazing. But I thought, I bet I would venture to say, in this world of accomplishments and accolades and celebrity, whatever, that window washer might have said at one point in time, I'm just a window washer. Maybe he went through at some point not feeling like he had accomplished much in his life. And yet, if he wasn't a window washer, he didn't have that tool in his hand, he would not have been able to break through that wall and rescue 6 people's lives. So I want you to just think about the fact that you're not just anything. You're not just a mom. You're not just a secretary. You're not just a chiropractor. You're not just a, whatever, insert the blank. You're not just a school teacher. Whatever you do and you're called to do is exactly where God has you in this season. And He's got tools that are right in front of you, things that you use every day, maybe not physically, but skills and talent that you use every day that can be used to rescue people, to spread His love, to shine a light. So I just wanted to encourage you. I thought that was a really cool story, and I hope you have a great week.
If we gotta start sometime, why not now?